What's happening, everyone? My name's Alen Palander and I'm currently standing on Georgian Bay. We're about 3.5 hours north of Toronto and the ice underneath me is about a foot deep. And you might be wondering, why am I here? Well, I'll answer that for you. A month ago, a friend of mine was showing me these incredible images of these guys that were diving underneath the ice sheet and capturing the most incredible visuals. So I reached out to them and told them that, hey, a couple friends and I might want to do a film documentary on what you guys are doing. They were all up for it. So today we're here and I want to share with you guys what I do when I'm building context for a story. This is the very preliminary steps I take to fulfill any production or video project that I'm working on. And I have an amazing group of friends that I want to introduce you guys to, and we got this ice and a lot of it needs to get broken. So let's start. So the first person I want to introduce you guys to is my friend Brody. You guys seen him a couple times in my earlier videos, but me and him went to university together and he's a brave soul and he's always our test dummy. See, Brody, you excited for this, man?
Man, I don't even want to talk about all the things you made me do. But at least I didn't have to ride up in the trunk this time. I'm really looking forward to see how it holds up in the cold, because I'm actually feeling so warm right here, even though I'm in the middle surrounded by ice.
But bro, you're honestly a champ, man. Props. Let's get it. So the next person I want to introduce you guys to is Mauri, who just flew back from Barcelona. And as you can tell, he's quite the energy. Yo, Mauri, what's good, man?
What's up, man?
How's it going, bro?
Nice seeing you.
You doing good? So Mauri, are you excited to be back in Canada, bro?
I'm so excited.
It's funny because the last time I saw you was in beautiful Barcelona. Yeah, temperature was like 33 degrees. Let's get it, bro. Let's go. So as you guys can see, I'm not going in because I'm not dressed for the occasion, but we got my two buddies here, Andrew and Jeff, I think. Yep. Andrew and Jeff. Yep. They've been coming out here for the past 3 years, not only during summer, but clearly during winter, and taking these incredible footages and content that I've never seen myself. So I just want to ask, oh my God.
All good.
So Andrew, what was it that brought you guys out here the first time?
It was in the summer, actually, of course. We were just messing around. There's some shipwrecks here. We were exploring there and totally fell in love with the place. And then I guess the more that we were diving throughout the summer, and then it got to fall, and then we didn't want to give up diving over the winter. And both Jeff and I kind of had the idea of, we could do this under ice. Why not, right?
Yeah. Having another person to do this with is actually really important. And I'm sure with Jeff, I don't know who convinced who to do this the first time, but how was your first experience in doing this?
The first time we tried it, I was quite cold. I was shivering, I could barely speak.
Yeah, and we didn't have proper gloves either, right?
We just didn't have the proper gear, so having the proper gear and the experience has helped our diving a lot, and yeah, that's carried over into photography as well.
This is gonna be crazy for Brody over here, who's daring to go down, well, potentially, I don't know if he's gonna be able to swim down 40 feet, but this is a first for this guy. He's a champ. I mean, he's the daredevil in our group for the time being.
The test dummy. I'm kind of all geared up here. I'm only concerned about this bigote. The mustache, like,
Yeah.
that it's gonna interfere with the seal on these. We'll see.
I was gonna say one last photo for Brody before we don't see him again.
Okay.
Say cheese.
This is the last time we see Brody on YouTube. Last words.
Brody's still alive.
When you fart.
Fart? Oh, yeah.
It just Brody, did you manage to fart in your wetsuit?
I peed in mine.
I peed. Well, it's actually not yours. You peed in Andrew's wetsuit.
That's not allowed. Dude, I've pissed in that one like
it.
Oh,
maybe 1,000 times, honestly.
yo. So Maori just fell into this hole right here. Yo, you doing okay, man? That's
My phone got soaked.
it's the Superman hair that came to the rescue you.
I fell in the water as well. This is the second time actually. My leg is like frozen right now too.
Yo, Brody. How does it feel to be a mermaid out here in Tobermory?
Well, this is like a very particular type of mermaid, I guess, the Canadian kind, but it's very nice.
You look more like a lizard, to be honest
This
with
is
you.
the lizard, the winter lizard look.
Yeah.
Having this experience and having this opportunity to come early and get a sense of the environment was very good for us, even just in terms of taking ownership of this project. So I think the major takeaway is to immerse ourselves in this project in order to, you know, tell a better story. Because if you relate to it on an experiential level, you're going to be able to transmit those emotions when it comes time for production.
As a cinematographer, there's actually three things that I think we gotta keep really in mind here. The first one is all these white bounce that we have right here. All this snow and ice is literally like bouncing all the light towards us. So like we gotta make sure we're getting all these highlights, we're not losing them, right? The second one is definitely like, if we're gonna be shooting under the water with these guys, bringing cinema cameras, very expensive equipment, we gotta make sure we have like the right housing and it's everything sealed. And the third one definitely is the weather. As we've seen today, we went down the water a few times, so we gotta make sure like this ice stays as it is, or even better, because otherwise if it starts melting, we won't be able to shoot here in the next weeks.
So I want to revisit the idea of context, and today we did a lot of things that really enrich and provide the content that we need in order to create our story and document what Andrew and Jeff are doing out here. A few things that we really focused on is really understanding the nature and the environment that these guys are working in. This will be important in determining the type of production that we're shooting, the type of gear that we'll need, and other things that need to be organized like timing and scheduling. A few other things that we really focused on are location scouting, really trying to figure out where we'd film majority of the content, but also getting involved and taking ownership of the project. And that means getting to know the people, getting to know exactly what they're doing, and being involved as much as you can. So I'm gonna end off here. It's getting pretty late. We gotta drive back down to Toronto. Hope you guys enjoyed the session out here in this cold environment.